Hi, I'm Dave, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. Welcome to my solo lap around Australia. In these videos, I visit, review and score free and budget campgrounds all around Australia in 2026. This week, I'm on the Murray River. I've been here for about 8 days now, and there's only one Murray River, and it's fantastic. Tomorrow, I'm heading to the Swan Hill area, still in Victoria on the Murray River, checking out more free and budget campgrounds. So if reviews and scoring of free and budget campgrounds in 2026 is your thing, then stick around. Checking out a campground called Fairley Bend. This is also on the Murray. It's in the Murray River Reserve, and this is about 20 minutes out from Echuca in Victoria, a little bit further out than Wills Beach, or Wills Bend as it's sometimes also known. This is a free camp. There is mobile reception here. I do not believe that there are any facilities here. No toilets, no showers, really not much at all in the way of amenities. There's a few campers in here. They're all over to the left-hand side as you come in. I'm guessing the river is over there. There are some private residences also here on the river. The road in off the main road is fairly corrugated, but okay for all types of vehicles. Caravans are okay in here. Typical Murray River activities: skiing, boating, swimming, kayaking, you name it. I'm guessing the access to the river is not going to be that great though. Let's hop out and have a look what the access to the river is like. Okay, just having a quick look around Fairley's Bend. The campsite itself is very flat and quite large, although if you want to camp by the river, there's not as many spots, and of course that's where everybody is. Looking at the river itself, it's the Murray River. It's a beautiful river, the Murray. I love it. Access to the river is not great. There are some makeshift steps that have been carved in down here, which takes you down to the next level. Someone's gone to a bit of trouble to improve the access. There's a makeshift handrail there that goes down to a pontoon, which is down the river's edge there. People are swimming in here. It's a nice spot for a free camp. There's no toilets here, but I don't think I'm not camping here. Of course, I'm staying at Wills Beach, or Wills Bend, but this would not be a bad spot. Just leaving the campground now. There are some more campsites, spots further, about another 500 metres along the river's edge. However, the access to the river doesn't really improve. It's very similar. There's a few campers up there as well, but all in all, look, a nice campground. The river looks beautiful. I would certainly recommend it. Let's go check out some more.
Nothing on the left there, Rob. You can make your way up. your back door now, Phil. Nice. Just watch these holes on the inside. Traffic lights. Yep. All good ones.
I've just arrived at Naya Vinifera Park in Wadi County. This is over 20 minutes, I think about 25 minutes from Swan Hill. So it's a bit further out, also on the Murray of course. Always campsites on the Murray. One good thing about the Murray River, there are free camps just about everywhere. We'll go in and we'll check this one out. The road in, dirt road in reasonably good condition, would suit all types of vehicles. There is mobile reception here. And it's a free camp. I don't believe there are any amenities here. I'm hoping it's right on the river. Okay, so we have the river over to our right. The bank looks a little steep from here. We'll venture in a little bit and see what we find. There's no other campers in here that I can see. I can't see any amenities. I can't see a toilet in here. We'll see how far this track takes us. We might hop out here and see what the access to the river is like. When you first arrive here, it will tell you on the GPS to turn right into Forest Road, which isn't correct. There's another name on the road, and I'll put that up on the screen shortly. So just ignore that. The road, whatever it's called, does actually bring you in here. This is the river. Access is typical Murray River. There's some steps being carved there. You get down there okay. There's a muddy bank. And there are plenty of spots along the river here. There are plenty of trees, so just be careful with that. Just leaving the campground now. I did go further in, a couple of kilometres further into the reserve. The river access stays very similar. Plenty of camping spots. It's a nice area. There are no amenities here. So you need to be self-contained. Make sure you've got plenty of food and water. This feels very remote, even though it's not that far from Swan Hill. It's got a remote feel about it. But the road all the way along the river is similar to what this is here. It's quite okay for all sorts of vehicles. So as I was saying earlier, the GPS, when you're turning into Naya Vinifera, it will tell you you're turning into Forest Road, when in fact you're turning into Takasuka Road. So just be aware of that. the moment I'm on the Speewah ferry or punt, which goes across the Murray River, and over the other side there is a free camp which we're about to check out once we get across the river, of course. This is about 20 minutes on this side. It's about 20 minutes from Swan Hill here. Once over the other side, it's about 15 minutes into town. Been on the Murray River a few times in the last 2 weeks. This is the first time on a ferry. This ferry is open 7 days a week. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and operates to about 8:45 in the evenings. Okay, so that was nice and quick. Takes about a minute and a half to get across. So as soon as you come off the ferry, if you take a sharp left onto the dirt, you are here at Speewah Ferry Crossing Campground. It's right on the Murray River, of course. It's not very large. You'd probably only get a handful of vehicles in here. It's quite shaded. Plenty of trees around, and we'll check out access to the river. There are no facilities here, by the way. You need to be self-contained. We'll just hop out and have a look at the river. Just arriving at Tyne-Tynder. Probably got the pronunciation wrong. Tyne-Tynder Central Reserve. This is about 11-12 minutes out of Swan Hill, so it's very close to town. It's not marked. There are a couple of reviews saying this site could actually be closed. I went in 5 minutes ago, went to the right, which is a little harder to access the river down there. There are points. You'd need a four-wheel drive to get down to the river though. Let's go try the left. Turning left into the campground. It's right on the river. There are no toilets. There is mobile reception here, being close to Swan Hill. And the road in is quite okay. As I said, up the other end, someone's tried to block it off, maybe a local resident. There was a fence put up which has now fallen down. But it's very rough track to get in there anyhow. Down here looks promising. So there's this second level goes down to the river. It's quite a large area. There's nobody here, but there are plenty of campsites. We'll just pull up and let's have a look at the river access. As usual, the Murray is looking magnificent. It's a nice flat area here, and I think here is sort of a makeshift boat ramp. Access into the river is a little muddy, which is nothing unusual. It'd be nice if there was a sandbar here, but I don't think there is. So you had access to the river there. As I said, there's really nobody here. There's nothing to say that the campsite's closed. Nothing to say that it's open either. But there's evidence there has been campers here. Just leaving Tynder. Who comes up with these names? I think that's it. Heading to another site we're going to look at. This is the second one I've looked at here at Swan Hill. I'm not sure. It's a nice site. It's access okay. Caravan will be tricky, particularly if you want to get down to the lower level. The higher level off the river is fine. And it's close to town. As I said, there's mobile reception. I'll go check out another one and maybe come back here. Just remember, when you come in here, Google Maps will send you to a private property for some reason. Just ignore that. When you get to the private property, it'll say, look, you've arrived, and you haven't. Just keep following the road down to the river, and once you hit the river, just take the left-hand turn into the reserve. We're a little bit off the beaten track here at the moment, looking for a free camp about 25 to 30 minutes outside of Mildura in Victoria. This free camp's called Horseshoe Bend. I've heard some good reports about it on YouTube. Some YouTubers posted this site. That's how I got onto it. It looked pretty good. There's supposed to be a sandbar here, a river beach. It's a little tricky to find. There's about 10 to 16 minutes of dirt road to get in here. There's no amenities here. It's a bush camp. I can see the river to my right. I've been on this road for a while now, so I'm starting to wonder whether I'm going to make it. And I think we all get that feeling from time to time when you're bush, just wondering where you're going to end up. GPS won't help you a lot in here. It tends to get confused. There's a Horseshoe Bend in New South Wales. In fact, there's a few of them. And it tends to want to send you in the opposite direction. But the Horseshoe Bend you're looking for is near Redcliffe, which is just outside of Mildura. It's a beautiful day today, 28 degrees, and this looks promising. Aha! Horseshoe Bend. There's a boat ramp here. And the road end's not bad. A few ruts here and there, but okay for two-wheel drive. Caravan would get in here if you know what you're doing. And we have a blocked road. Okay, there is a chicken track around that blockage because it's also very rutted there. I guess in wet weather it could fill up with water, and people have been using this little chicken track here. I came, this is the day after now. It's the second day after eventually coming in. I've set up camp, but this is what you see when you come in. As soon as I came in, I recognised it from YouTube videos. A beautiful big sandy bar. The sandbar here is quite enormous. If you saw my last video of Will's Bend, which is another great spot on the Murray, the sandbar here would be bigger than both sandbar 1 and 2 at Will's Bend. Much, much bigger. These sandbars are created by slow current coming around the corner or the bend of a river. Because the current slows right down, it can't carry the silt, and it all forms into one of these sandbars over many, many, many years. There's a guy down there camped right on the river. This is sort of the end of the campground here, and the sandbar starts to finish here as well. This is a great spot. This would probably be up there, my favourites, along with Will's Beach, which is just outside of Echuca. You could probably do a bit of beach driving here as well. Just looking at the sandbar here at Horseshoe Bend, it's a very large one. It's a beauty. Makes access to the river just so enjoyable. Just walk straight in, sandy bottom. Once you get a bit further out, it gets a little muddy. You can camp on the beach, right down on the water's edge if you wish, like that guy up sort of there. I'm up on further up the bank because that's where the shade is, and it's 40 plus degrees here at the moment, or it's going to be today, and in the next 2 days it's going to be 48. Yes, you heard it right, 48 degrees here in the Mildura area and many parts of Victoria. So I think I'll be heading south towards the ocean. If you're going to drive on the beach here at Horseshoe, just be careful as you get closer to the water's edge. The sand gets quite soft, and I think you'll find there's evidence here that one or more people have gotten stuck in here and had to dig their way out. But the sandbar is not that big from a vehicle point of view. It's big from a sandbar point of view. If you want to drive on here, it's only a couple hundred metres long. Most four-wheel drive vehicles have no problem on here. Well, I'm sort of wrapping up my time on the Murray, which has been about 2 weeks now. I've been on the Murray. It's really great. If you're going to come up this way in the Victorian country, do yourself a favour, visit the Murray. There's only one Murray River. It's fabulous. Horseshoe Bend and Wills Bend would be my two picks. Look them up, seek them out, because they're two great campsites. Horseshoe Bend unfortunately doesn't have toilets, so it's had to be fairly self-sufficient, and it's a bit of a challenge getting in here, but it's okay for caravans. You get in here with a two-wheel drive actually. It's a bit rutted. I had to cut a tree up to get in, but you can camp on the beach and it's a beautiful spot. Most places on the Murray are. So tomorrow I'm going to head south because it's getting very hot up here. I'm going to head south down to the Victorian or the South Australian coastline. That's the plan at the moment. Just leaving Horseshoe Bend after 3 nights here. The weather's been really, really good. But before it gets too hot, before the 48 degrees Celsius arrives tomorrow, I'm heading south. Going into Majura just now to get some supplies. I haven't booked anything, so I will see where I end up when I head south to the coast. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around for the next episode.